As many of you know, all over the world, I am Monrow, the world's greatest inventor. Now, what many of you don't know is that I'm being stalked and followed by a supernatural military. And they are stalking me everywhere and following me everywhere. Even while I'm making this movie. Or film, I should say. But make no mistake, they are not a part of my film or my movie. But we see this sort of thing all the time, even in Hollywood. AI or supernatural beings interfere with films or movies to try to make us look ridiculous. Now, believe it or not, the human race is not even supposed to be in my film or my movie. But they are. What my film, what my movie is about, of course, it's about me, the world's greatest inventor. Creating the universe, the universal phone, and the universes. And many other things that I won't speak of. Supposedly, I'm behind the creation of the Stargate and the time machine. Now, what many of you don't know is that my name has lived on many different timelines. As I am being, how should I say, sort of attacked by time travelers who are trying to steal my history, who are trying to steal on my universe, or universes, and universal phone. Now, I'm sustained all over the universe, so I don't think that it'll work at all. However, most of you have probably never heard of me, but may remember me as being the world's greatest inventor. What you will soon realize is that there have been many books and authors that have written stories about me, but never put my name down in those books. Authors such as H.G. Wells. For example, Dr. Monroe's Island. Another book, The Time Machine, or The War of the Worlds. Now, make no mistake, I'm a rocket scientist. I'm the world's greatest inventor. I'm one of the tallest artists in the world. There has been many wars over my art. I learned my craft and my skills from some of the greatest painters in the world, such as Leonardo da Vinci and, of course, Michelangelo. Now, secretly, I've been in contact with Michelangelo, and he's trying to assist me with my work. But I am one of the tallest artists in the world, and some of my art has been noted as being priceless. The problem is, I'm usually attacked by police or some sort of secret society anytime I get ready to paint a masterpiece or something. Now, they will go to war over my art. They will go into a war. Like I said, the only thing that seems to be priceless in this world is art. Now, the human race is denying me all over the world because I can produce priceless amounts of work and because I have what is known as invaluable amounts of resources. So make no mistake, the human race is attacking me everywhere financially and lying about me financially everywhere. I am the wealthiest person in the world. There's no one wealthier than me. My universal phones can be seen all over the universe, galaxies, stars, nubes, wormholes, planets, moons, what have you. Now make no mistake, they are phones, but your scientists call them stars, galaxies, suns, moons, or whatever. But understand that these stars, galaxies, moons, wormholes, or what have you, give off vibrations, and those vibrations give off sounds. And vibrations and sounds and signals usually means intelligence or codes or communication. Now, no one on the planet knows how to access or use my universal phone. I made my universal phone for the stars, galaxies, moons, nublies, black holes, etc. And they have told me, the whole entire universe has told me, that they come here to meet. That's the only reason they come here. Now make no mistake, the human race is in a supernatural war. And this supernatural war has existed before the creation of the human race. Some of the most influential people to ever walk the earth will tell you the same story as I. That they in fact are in a war, a supernatural war. Whether it's the stories of Buddha, whether it's the stories of Jesus Christ, or whether it's the stories of Prophet Muhammad. Make no mistake, you are in a supernatural war. Now I do believe in deities, I do believe in gods. I do believe in powers beyond the supernatural, as these supernatural militaries that are engaging me everywhere have been defeated by powers that are beyond the supernatural. Again, most of you are here because you are in a supernatural war. Now, I was kidnapped, and my so-called parents were not my parents. There were beings that were a part of a supernatural military that was trying to prevent all this information from leaking out. But it was pretty much impossible. Now understand that my so-called dad's name was Joseph. Joseph Edwards. But make no mistake, he was not my dad. He was not my father. But many times he acted as if he was. Now he was working for the United States Navy and of course the supernatural militaries. And many say that he was working for the devil or that he is the devil. Now there's been many influential people that have had someone that proclaimed to be their dad named Joseph, such as Jesus Christ or Michael Jackson or whoever. Now make no mistake, Joseph is not my father. I have no relationship to him whatsoever. Nor do I believe that Anna is my mother. You see, I live in a film. I live in a theater. I've created this film, this theater, for the world, for the universe, for myself, for anyone that doesn't believe that I'm the creator of the universe, universes, and the universe of all. Now, I did go to the police and tell them that I was kidnapped. But they didn't care, and they didn't do anything. And I knew they weren't going to do anything. You see, they all went in on $1 trillion scam, which is to take trillions and trillions of dollars from me, as the United States of America is also a part of that scam because their country is in trillions and trillions of dollars of debt. Now make no mistake, I've already robbed out everyone by revealing to them that they live inside of my theater, inside of my movie. And I have produced one of the biggest films and movies in Hollywood, single-handedly. And all the Hollywood stars, celebrities, People all over the world are extremely pissed off, and I don't care. I'm one of the greatest screenwriters Hollywood has ever seen. I'm one of the greatest producers, inventors that Hollywood has ever seen. Now, Hollywood is aware of my film, aware of my movie, and they also are aware of the fact that the human race exists inside of my film, inside of my theater, inside of my productions. But what the human race does not understand is that they are in a supernatural war. Now, these supernatural entities, supernatural militaries that follow me around, are whispering in my ear, are trying to make me look sick and delusional, are sliming me down, acting as if they're deceased ghosts, acting as if they're deceased past relatives, acting as if they're spirits, aliens, extraterrestrials, or any other type of being or creature. You see, these supernatural militaries will imitate just about anything to try to deceive you from knowing what they truly are. But see, I experienced these supernatural militaries because I grew up on a military nuclear base. And one night I actually experienced a supernatural military walk in through something like a portal and literally infiltrate a military base. Now, make no mistake, there are many nuclear bases and nuclear facilities that are being infiltrated by supernatural militaries, and this is happening all over the world. They will dress up as human beings. They will dress up as government officials. And many of you in the government, in the highest ranks, in the highest security of governments, know that these supernatural militaries follow you everywhere, because they're out to control and dominate the whole entire world. And of course, they want control of all the nuclear missiles and nuclear warheads. Now, there's been many wars on Mars, on the moon, even on Earth. Now, it's been the same type of wars, nuclear wars. Now, the nukes were made, of course, by the scientist Albert Einstein, who was competing with me historically. You see, I have more history than Albert Einstein. I have history all over the universe as the world's greatest creator, or the world's greatest inventor, I should say. My inventions are seen all over the universe, on every planet, every star, every nebula, or whatnot. Now, Albert Einstein was extremely jealous of me, and I believe that he traveled in time in order to manipulate my history, because I had more accolade than he did as a scientist. Now, many of these inventors that are white are extremely upset that I am the world's greatest inventor. Because to them, I'm not exactly white. But it doesn't matter what my skin complexion is. This is a supernatural war to me. Now, the only reason I'm alive is because, believe it or not, I've got my hands on supernatural suits in order to put a stop to the supernatural militaries. But make no mistake, they follow me everywhere. But because I became self-aware of all this, I even managed to create a supernatural phone. Now, these supernatural militaries are moving in more and more and more, and they're trying to control society more and more and more, and they're trying to tell people what to do. They're whispering in people's ears, as many of you know. They refer to them as the whistleblowers, okay? They're trying to communicate to royal families all over the world, kings and queens, okay? Again, they are extremely upset that I'm the tallest scientist in the world. Now, I'm aware that there are many top secret military bases that are engaging with my work, such as Area 51, or I should say, the Majestic 12. Now, I say to the Majestic 12, you need to understand that I'm the world's greatest inventor, that I created this universe and universal phone and universes. So I'm going to do as I please, as I see myself above the government, above these creatures that live on this planet. Now, I'm extremely upset that these supernatural militaries are acting very bizarre and very strange. And they're stalking me every day now, and they're not leaving me alone. Now, to many of you that are scientists, you probably have the same problem as I. Now, make no mistake, they will dress up as aliens, they will dress up as ghosts, demons, or whatever, but they are a supernatural military. And believe it or not, it is believed that they control the future and that they are the future. Now, my work as a scientist, as a rocket scientist, as the world's greatest inventor, my work lives on tens and thousands of years from now. My name lives on probably longer than Albert Einstein's name. My name exists from planet Earth all the way to the universe, all the way past the universe to the universes, all the way past the universes. I have many people writing books on me, many religions, many universities, many secret societies. I even have the universe writing a book on me. And past the universe, I have some sort of space force that is studying me and trying to understand my work. Now, to many of you out there, I say, understand that you are in a supernatural war, and that is why you're here. And the so-called angels or demons are not exactly on your side. And many of you are going to die. And many of you are probably going to continue to stay in a supernatural war until you come to the understanding that you are, in fact, in a supernatural war. So if you want to know why you're here, if that is your question, that is my answer to you. This is a supernatural war. The supernatural militaries or beings that brought you here were for supernatural war purposes, if you ask me. But other than that, that's probably the only reason why most of you exist. Now, for the most part, life is life. It's a reproductive cycle. And that's also another reason why most of you are here. Now, the government or militaries have tried to attack me. And these supernatural militaries or beings, believe it or not, have defended and actually pushed the government and militaries back. But the governments and militaries will deny this. You see, the whole world will deny me as the world's greatest inventor, because they don't want the whole world to know that they live inside my film, inside my movie, inside of my productions, but they in fact do. Now, I'm here to remind the world that there will never be a greater inventor than myself.